Wow, AI is really like exploding right now, huh? It's changing everything, like how we think about cars,
Yeah,
climate change.
it really is. It's true. We're seeing it go way beyond just like, automating simple tasks. It's starting to like understand and solve really complicated problems.
You sent us some articles about this, and I
Yeah.
gotta say, we found some pretty amazing things like Mercedes-Benz.
Oh, yeah.
They're integrating this multimodal AI into their virtual assistant.
Right. That's the MBUX virtual assistant.
Yeah.
And it's like a perfect example of how AI can create this like seamless, really personalized experience for the driver. It's not just responding to, simple voice commands. It's combining voice, image, and text processing to like really understand what the driver wants and needs.
So it's not just navigating. It's like finding you that perfect vegan restaurant
Yeah.
based on traffic and reviews and even maybe like how you're feeling.
Exactly. And it's not even just convenience. In trials, this system cut driver distractions by like a crazy 40%,
Oh,
and something like 90% of users said they loved it.
so that's huge for safety too,
Hmm.
right? We're talking about potentially saving lives.
Absolutely. Keeping people's eyes on the road.
Exactly. And speaking of big impacts, BASF, the chemical giant, is using AI to develop tech that could like really cut down those carbon emissions.
Yeah.
I read about that.
Pretty
They're
amazing.
using AI to design these things called metal organic frameworks or MOFs.
Yeah.
What are those?
Okay, so imagine like microscopic sponges that are specifically designed to just grab carbon dioxide out of the air.
Okay.
And these MOFs are crazy efficient, and AI is a big reason why they're using it to optimize the design.
So it's like AI is creating this like super powered carbon capture system.
Exactly. And BASF says that these MOFs that are designed with AI could remove a massive amount of CO2 every year, like 1.5 gigatons by 2030.
Wow. That's like taking millions of cars off the road.
It is.
That's incredible. Okay, so let's dig into these examples a little more. Let's start with Mercedes-Benz and this whole multimodal AI thing.
Okay, well, like I said before, it's all about combining different ways of getting input to make a really intelligent system. So the car can see with cameras, hear with microphones, and read with text inputs.
Okay.
And all of that together lets it understand the driver and their environment way better than before.
So it's not just listening to what you say,
Mhm.
it's paying attention to everything that's going on around you and maybe even how you're feeling.
Exactly. The cameras can see if you're getting sleepy or distracted, and they can even kind of get a sense of the mood in the car, like the passengers, to adjust things like the lighting and the temperature.
Wow, that's
Mhm.
really impressive. It makes you think about privacy, though. Is the car recording everything all the time?
Yeah, that's a good question. And it's something that lawmakers are starting to figure out how to deal with. The EU, for example, is already working on rules for AI-driven biometrics in vehicles.
That's good to know. It seems like every time we have powerful new tech, we need to find that balance between innovation and responsibility.
Absolutely. But we can't forget how much good this could do. Imagine a world where cars can prevent accidents, where commutes are enjoyable and efficient, and where drivers can really just focus on driving.
And speaking of enjoying the ride, people are already talking about this online. Like the hashtag multimodal revolution is trending.
I've seen that.
People are really excited about it.
Yeah, they are.
And it makes sense. It seems like AI is becoming a bigger and bigger part of our lives every day. So let's switch gears a bit and talk about BASF and this carbon capture tech.
Okay, so this is where AI is being used to tackle climate change, which is like the biggest challenge we're facing right now. So BASF is using AI to design these super efficient MOFs, those tiny sponges that capture CO2.
Right, but how does AI actually make them better? Like the AI isn't down there building molecules, is it?
Not exactly. It's more like AI can simulate and analyze tons of different molecular structures to find the best MOFs for capturing carbon. This would take humans forever to do by hand.
So AI is speeding up that whole process, making carbon capture way more efficient.
Exactly. That's how they're getting that 40% energy savings we talked about earlier.
Wow, that's incredible. So it really seems like AI could play a huge role in fighting climate change. But can we actually make enough of these MOFs to make a real difference? Can we scale it up?
That's the big question. Scaling up production is going to be tough. It'll take a lot of investment and new ideas, but the benefits for the environment and the economy are huge.
It sounds like we could be on the edge of a breakthrough in this fight against climate change, and AI is a big part of it. So we've seen how AI is changing cars and maybe even saving the planet.
And that's really just the start. AI is changing almost every industry you can think of, from healthcare to finance to education.
It's kind of mind-blowing when you think about what's possible.
Hmm.
But like we said, we have to think about the downsides too and the ethics of it all.
You're right. It's important to talk about the risks and the benefits of AI and what it means for society and the economy.
This first part of our deep dive has been really interesting, and I think it's clear that AI is a force to be reckoned with.
Definitely. It's changing the world in huge ways.
And we'll be right back to talk about more of the incredible things that AI is doing.
Yeah, it's amazing to see how these advancements are already causing all these discussions about what's next for these industries.
Right. I was reading some reports from analysts that say Mercedes-Benz's multimodal AI could totally change the car industry.
Yeah, it's definitely making other car companies feel the pressure to keep up.
Yeah.
Customers are going to want this level of personalization and how responsive it is in all their vehicles.
And I bet other industries are watching too.
Oh, absolutely. I've seen a ton of interest from logistics companies and construction companies about BASF's carbon capture tech.
Yeah, that makes sense. Those industries are under pressure to be more environmentally friendly.
Right. And AI is a huge help there. Imagine buildings designed by AI to actually be carbon negative or transportation networks that are optimized to be super efficient.
It's like we're entering this new age of industrial innovation, and AI is the engine driving it all.
And it's happening so fast. The combination of AI, big data, and really powerful computers is creating this perfect storm for technology to advance.
But like with any powerful tech, we have to be aware of the potential downsides.
Yeah, you're right. It's not enough to just celebrate the cool new stuff. We need to be critical, ask the tough questions, and hold the people developing and using AI accountable.
For example, with those in-car cameras from Mercedes-Benz, there are real privacy concerns.
Yeah, how do we know they won't misuse the data?
Exactly. We need clear rules and regulations to protect people's privacy as AI becomes more a part of our lives.
Absolutely.
And what about jobs? As machines get smarter, some people are worried they'll replace human workers.
Yeah, that's a valid worry and one we have to take seriously. But it's important to remember that throughout history, new technologies have always created new jobs, even when they replaced old ones.
So instead of being afraid of what's coming, we should focus on adapting and getting ready for the future.
Exactly. Investing in education retraining programs and policies that support a fair transition to an economy powered by AI is crucial.
It's a challenge, but also a chance to create a future that's better for everyone and more sustainable.
Yeah. The key is to take advantage of the good things AI can do while also minimizing the risks. It's a balancing act, but it's one we have to get right.
We've talked about the exciting possibilities, but we also can't ignore the concerns about bias in AI.
You're right. If the data used to train AI algorithms is biased, the algorithms themselves will be biased, and that leads to unfair or discriminatory outcomes.
That's a really important point. We need to make sure the data is diverse, representative, and free from bias.
Absolutely. And we have to be constantly checking for and correcting bias at every step of the way when developing AI.
It's a responsibility that we all share, developers, policymakers, and society as a whole.
Definitely. We need to work together to make sure AI is developed ethically and responsibly with a focus on doing good for everyone.
This deep dive has really shown how AI isn't just some far-off idea. It's here now, and it's changing the world in big ways.
It's true. From self-driving cars to personalized medicine, AI is transforming entire industries and making us ask really big questions.
And it's all happening so fast. It's exciting, but also a little scary to think about what the future holds.
Yeah, that's the thing about AI. It can be used for good or bad, and the choices we make now will have consequences for a long time.
So as we explore all these possibilities with AI, let's do it responsibly and ethically.
Let's focus on the opportunities, minimize the risks, and make sure AI helps make the world a better place.
This episode has been a whirlwind tour of how AI is changing cars, fighting climate change, transforming healthcare, and even changing the future of work.
And we've only just scratched the surface. AI is growing so fast, and we can expect to see even more amazing things in the years to come.
It's an amazing time to be alive, to see this technological revolution happening, and to be a part of it.
Yeah, so as we finish up this part of our deep dive, let's remember that the future of AI isn't set in stone.
We get to decide what it looks like. We get to shape it and make sure it benefits everyone.
It's amazing how AI is changing healthcare. The idea of using these algorithms to create personalized treatments used to be sci-fi, but now it's real.
Yeah, it's wild to think that AI can look at all this data and design drugs just for you based on your genes.
And this is just the start. As AI gets better, we'll see even more breakthroughs, like detecting diseases earlier or making surgery more precise.
So what should we be watching for in this field? What are the challenges and opportunities?
One big thing is making sure these AI-designed drugs are actually safe and work like they should. We need really thorough testing to be sure they help people and don't have unexpected risks.
Right, of course. And what about access and cost? Will everyone be able to get these treatments or just the wealthy?
That's a key question. We need to make sure everyone benefits from AI-powered healthcare, no matter their income or where they live.
It seems like that's going to take cooperation between governments, companies, and healthcare providers.
Definitely. We need to work together to come up with ways to pay for these treatments and get them to everyone who needs them.
So it's not just about the tech, it's about making healthcare fairer for everyone.
Exactly. And that brings us back to ethics and AI. We need to make sure this technology is used responsibly and transparently and always puts people first.
Well said. We've been talking about AI-designed cancer drugs, but AI is having a huge impact beyond healthcare too. What other areas are being revolutionized by AI?
AI is changing everything: finance, retail, manufacturing, transportation, you name it. It's automating tasks, optimizing complex processes, personalizing experiences, even creating new art and entertainment.
It's mind-blowing how much potential AI has.
I mean,
It feels like we're entering this new era where machines are getting smarter all the time.
we are at a turning point. It's up to us to decide what this future looks like. Will we use AI to make the world better, more sustainable, or will it just make existing problems worse and create new ones?
That's a big question and one we need to talk about honestly and openly. We need to discuss the ethics of AI, the risks, the benefits, and how to ensure it serves humanity.
We need to look at AI critically. Ask tough questions, challenge any biases, and hold the people developing and using it accountable.
This deep dive has been incredible. We've gone from self-driving cars and carbon-capturing sponges to personalized medicine and the future of work. We've seen how AI is changing everything and the ethical dilemmas it creates.
And we've only just scratched the surface. AI is moving so fast, we'll see even more amazing things in the years to come.
It's an exciting time to be alive, to see this all happening, and to help shape what comes next.
So as we wrap up our deep dive, let's remember that the future of AI is in our hands.
We have the power to guide it, shape it, and make sure it benefits everyone. The future is ours to create, and AI can help us build a world that's better for everyone. If you want to stay up to date on all the latest developments in AI, make sure to follow AI for the People on all the socials. You can find us at AI_for the people. That's AI_FOR_THE_PEOPLE. And that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the world of AI. We'll be back soon with another episode exploring the frontiers of knowledge and innovation. Until then, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.